Hi everyone and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB Compact Touring Cup. We're here at Lago Maggiore West End for one of the races that we had. Remember, we didn't have all the races from this one, but we've only got a few selected ones. But let's see how we are on the grid for this race then. So it is. Let me go on to the. That's the one. So it is. Mr. Tempio on the pole position in the Fiat Abarth there. Then the second on the grid is T Harness, TY, in the Peugeot 208. Then it is Keith in the number 56 tartan coloured Polo. Then it is Domingo in the Suzuki Swift. Then it is in the Peugeot 208, it is Pogger McDoggers. Then it is Bidster in the number 22 Polo. Then we have the Suzuki Swift of Woo Woo, and at the back of the grid we have Neil Farmack in the Mazda. So let's crack on with the race then. There we go. On with the race we go. 5 lights on and away we go. Brilliant start there from most of the field, to be honest. Quite an even start along the whole field. Down towards turn 1, everyone together. We've got TY at the inside, Keith trying to go around the outside in the tartan coloured car. We've got TY, Poggers McDoggers going wide there in the purple 208. Down towards the next corner. Bids has got a few cars behind him. He's got Domingo and Woo Woo chewing his back bumper. Down into the left-hander now. We go into the little short circuit bit here. It is the very short version of Lago Maggiore. As up onto the curb goes Bidster, and everyone else goes through the hairpin. Down the other side, down the hill, and in front we've got Tempio still in the lead in the Fiat 500, side by side for Neil Farmack, Domingo and Bidster and Woo Woo as they go down the hill and up the rise towards the start finish line. Very short lap here, roughly about a minute or just about a minute a lap at actual pace, so there's a bit of contact there between Woo Woo and Bidster, but we're okay. Woo Woo goes through in the Suzuki. Down to the first corner again. Keith having a little look at TY there, but not quite close enough to make a move. Bidster still having a look at the back of Woo Woo into the right hand corners, and now out of it into the left. Looks like we've got TY challenging for the lead here. He's quite close to the back of Tempio in the lead. There was a bit of stuttering there. Remember, this was from about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. So it's when Gran Turismo 7 had the issues with the servers, and we're okay now. Go down the hill, we've got TY and Tempio side by side for the lead into the hairpin. Tempio's just ahead, TY on the inside, and now he goes wide and hits him off the track, and he's onto the gravel, and TY's lost it as well onto the grass, and luckily they rejoin. But not good there from TY and Tempio. Not like TY to make contact there. So meanwhile, Neil Farmack coming through the whole field in the diesel-powered Mazda Demio. He's alongside Keith and Bidster into the right-hand, first-hand corners, and he's past Keith. And Bidster now up with Woo Woo, and their battle for what was third or fourth place now is the battle for the lead. As there's Neil Farmack pulling away from Keith and Domingo. Domingo looking to the inside of the Polo into the left-hander, but no way through there, and Keith now has got the defensive line into the hairpin, so there's no way for Domingo to go through. There's the Neil Farmack Mazda, and in the lead we have Woo Woo in the lead in the Suzuki Swift. Then we have Bidster in the orange Polo in second, Neil Farmack in third, round the highly cambered hairpin at Lago Maggiore. It's an epic corner if you get it right. But it can bite you in the bum if you get it wrong. Up the hill we go, and the Mazda closing in. We've got 103 mile an hour for the Polo, but 115 for the diesel Mazda, and he looks like he might be able to take both places. No, he's got Bidster. He's not quite got Woo Woo yet, but that Mazda definitely a lot of diesel pulling power in that car, and it's definitely helping on these hilly tracks, not just on generally in acceleration zones. But he made a little mistake there, and Bidster has gone back through again. Epic stuff. Around the left-hand corner, Bidster on the outside, keeping his position on the inside for the hairpin, but now out of this corner we will see the power of the Mazda Demio. We go on board with Neil Farmack. There he is, he's already passed Bidster. And then Woo has a penalty there, so he's had a penalty and he's gone through into the lead. So Neil Farmack, as easy as that, through to the lead of the race. Bidster in second, Woo third, and Domingo and Keith still battling quite hard here for fourth place. Still Keith with the advantage at the moment, but Domingo is all over the back of him in that bright yellow Swift. Again, if you're enjoying the action so far, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. If you want to see more videos, get subscribing, and you will see some. And we're hopefully trying to upload at least one video a week, if not more, if I can. As we go down the hill with Domingo, we've got Tempio there after being hit off by T-Harness. T-Y at the back, still got his wipers going, so he must think it's raining again. But into the hairpin, there's Domingo. Let's have a look at the lead that Neil Farmack's got now. Oh no, it's right, no, it's not a look at the lead that Neil Farmack's got. Let's look at the battle for second, because Neil's all the way down at the hairpin already, and now we've got the Swift and VW combo battling out for second place. Woo with the advantage so far. Bidster closing up. Right on his gearbox into the right-hander. Is he going to look for the little switch back? They're literally that close. You could attach the front of the front of the VW to the back of the Swift. As we go through the first corner, bit of a twitch there from Woo as Bidster now again practically pushing him round the corner, saying, "Come on, let's go, let's go." Let's go out the corner. Keith in the background a little bit wide, but he's okay. And I think further back we've got Pogger McDoggers who's fallen behind T-Harness, so Pogger McDoggers in the Peugeot made a little mistake there, so unlucky for the Peugeot, and the other Peugeot takes advantage, and now he's catching up to Tempio again. Keith and Domingo, a bit of a gap between them two now. Keith's pulled out a tiny little gap on Domingo there, so Keith's got his head down. Meanwhile, back to this battle for second place. We're almost at half distance already in this race. There's that many laps. There's quite a few laps in this race, but it's only a short circuit. It's only about just over a minute a lap at this circuit, so 15 lap race. And down towards turn one again. Woo with the advantage so far. It's still not leaving him alone though in the polo. And turn one. Let's go on board with Woo and look back. There is Bids. From the top view, that's a nice view. There from the top. Going into the left-hander, and then we're going to go into the hairpin here. Bids closes right up on the back of the Swift into the braking point. That polo really good on the brakes, but then on the acceleration at the corner, just the Swift that gets the little advantage on the pulling power. So obviously into this hairpin we'll go. Bidster closes up. It doesn't really close up that time, only a tiny bit, but then he's going to get the run up the hill, but that's where the Swift's power will come in. But again, the draft now means that Bidster can close up. Let's go on board with Bidster. Look from the inside view, so there they are. It's the inside of the VW Polo. Trying to close up on Woo ahead, keeping it holding in fifth gear into sixth. Back down the gearbox to fourth gear for the first corner. Short ratios in these compact cup cars. He's looking to the inside now, tiny bit of contact there maybe, but no way through. Still battling hard. So the order, let's take you through the order for the race. We've got Neil Farmack in the lead. We're doing 1 minute 5:08 for 2 laps in a row, so incredible stuff there from Neil Farmack, and the diesel powered Mazda definitely the car to have in this compact cup championship. We'll get it BOP'd a bit better for next time we run this, hopefully at some point, but Neil, still not knocking Neil, he's doing an absolutely fantastic job to get the car to the front, and he's holding the position well, and obviously with the consistency of the lap times, definitely doing a brilliant job. So there's Bidster and Woo battling for second place still. Meanwhile, further back we've got a battle between Tempio and Harness. Oh, and I don't think there was contact there. There was not contact there. I think Tempio just took himself off, went a bit wide, and T-Harness goes through on the inside. So T-Harness now up to 6th place. Now he's going to try and catch Domingo if he can. Domingo's last lap time was a 102.7, 102.3 for TY, so definitely got the pace advantage. Let's see if he can close up. Meanwhile, these two still can't be separated. They're attached to each other's cars. Woo Woo can't pull away from Bidster, and Bidster can't get past the Suzuki. Over the curbs, a lot of curb usage there for Bids as we go down the hill into the hairpin. Then very close. Woo Woo goes a bit wide there, I think, and Bidster just got the run on the inside. A bit of a twitch there on the exit for Woo Woo as well. I don't think there was contact there. I think it was just hard racing, but the pulling power of the Suzuki up the hill helps him out. And it does not hold the position, Bids. He doesn't hold the position after passing. He doesn't hold it, and Woo Woo goes back in front. And now into the right-hander. And again into the next right-hander, double apex, but you can more or less take it as one if you get the line right. Out of the corner, down the hill. We'll only focus on this battle, guys, because it's the main battle on circuit at the minute. Everyone else is a bit more spread out. So it's the Woo Woo and Bidster show so far, as with a little lag from Woo Woo's car into the corner. Bidster sliding the Polo out into the inside, up on the curb on the inside, trying to get the run. He knows he's got to try and get some kind of a run to get close to the Suzuki, but the Suzuki out the corners just gets the power down. We go down to the hairpin again. Into the hairpin, Bidster taking a lot of curb on the inside, but again, no way through. The Suzuki holds its ground. So we've got Keith in 4th, Domingo in 5th, T-Harness in 6th, still trying to catch up to Domingo here. Tempio, and then Pogger McDoggers not having the best race of his life at the back of the grid in the Peugeot. Farmax still ahead by an absolute country mile, 1 minute 3 on lap 8 to take the fastest lap of the race, extra point for that as well. They're still doing 1 minute 0.7, 1 minute 0.9-ish lap time, so still doing a good job. And meanwhile, these two still cannot separate each other. We'll have to get a restraining order to separate each other, these two, but down the inside. Nope, I thought Bids might have a little look there, but no way through on the Suzuki in front. Into the hairpin, and both taking quite different lines there. More of a shallower line from Bids, and more of the actual racing line there from Woo Woo. But obviously Bids is trying to use a bit more curb, trying to shorten the track a bit more, trying to close up to the back of the Suzuki, and it's working because he's using the draft up the hill. He's going to go for moving to turn 1. Suzuki of Woo Woo goes defensive, and no way through for Bids. Is he going to have a look again? No, because again Woo Woo defends the inside. Aggressive defensive driving now, and if they keep the defensive driving like this, Keith might be able to close up eventually in a few laps. We'll have to see how we go. Down the hill. And into the left-hander again, Bids are taking more curb in the VW. Down the Suzuki ahead, riding the curbs, trying to get as close as he can to the back of the Suzuki, but again the same story. Can get close, but can't get close enough. There's Tempio in the Abarth 500, and now I think we've got T-Harness catching up to the back of Domingo. Last time round Domingo 101.8, and then a 101.6 for TY, so on average he's been about about 3 or 4 tenths a lap faster. Yeah, I was looking there, so yeah, in between 2 and 4 tenths faster per lap, so he's catching up. We're running out of laps now because we're approaching lap 13. The leader's on 13 already. These two still cannot be separated at all. Bids again looks to the inside, but again Woo Woo does not allow a way through at all. That Suzuki, one of the wider cars of the Compact Cup, but he's making full use of it, not allowing Bids to get through in that rather thin Polo. Thin like the mint, and he'll be able to get through, but no way through there again. Tries to go wide on the curb, get a run out of the corner, try and get alongside a bit more so he's closer for the hairpin, but I don't think that's going to work because the power of the Suzuki will help him out the corner. The Polo, a much better car through the corners and on agility wise and brakes, but obviously the Suzuki a bit more grunt in the engine department and able to help him up the hill. But again, Bids to this time gets a good run. Is he going to get through this time? Can he hold it on the inside? Has he just got enough of an overlap? And he's through on he's not through yet, he's on the inside. Both drivers not leaving each other an inch. But Woo Woo holds on round the outside. Incredible stuff from Woo Woo. Nice defence, holds it round the outside and leaves Bidster no room to keep his nose in there. But good, fair racing by both drivers there. And Farmac still in the lead by a country mile, 1 minute, .397, only a few thousandths of a second off his fastest lap. So incredible stuff, and these two still cannot be separated, as Woo Woo still holds the position. Meanwhile, further back we've got T Harness is now caught to the back of Domingo. Domingo's just done his fastest lap of the race, a 101.5, but again, T Harness did a 101.3 and a 101.6 those last two round times, so he's well on him now. And now the battle starts as we're about to start the last lap. Domingo goes a bit wide, and T Harness goes through on the inside, same as what Tempio did before, and T Harness gets a gift and goes through to 5th place. Domingo down to 6th. Last lap of this race now. Neil Farmac in the lead, Woo Woo in 2nd, bids to 3rd, but still these two not separated the whole race, absolutely together from about lap 3 or 4. And the battle has been just over 10 laps, and it's been incredible to watch as you go down to the hairpin at the bottom. Bids dives to the inside, finally gets a gap up on the curb. He's got to try and get through. I don't know if there's a tiny bit of contact there, but he went on the inside, went for the move. He's got to try and do something. But then again, Woo Woo's going to come back at him and try and fight back into the hairpin. We'll have to look to Neil Farmac in a minute for the race win, but bids to the inside. And through he goes on the inside. He's got to try and hold it now, but Neil Farmac round the last corner takes the win. Epic stuff there from Neil Farmac in the Mazda. Bidster and Woo Woo side by side to the line. The grunt of the Suzuki's going to get him up the hill, I think, but Bidster's not going to leave him any room, and it's just going to be Woo Woo on the line. Brilliant race for 2nd place there. Woo Woo 2nd, Bidster 3rd. Keith, a nice average 4th place there for Keith. T Harness in 5th place. Domingo will finish in 6th position. Mr. Tempio in the Abarth will finish in 7th, and Pogger McDougall will round off the 8 finishers. He's not even got to the line yet, but there he is. He's not had the best race of his life, but there is still chance in some other races that we'll see later on. So good job by Pogger McDougall there. Not too bad, could have been worse, could have crashed a lot more. So there he is across the line and slides to a halt, and bonk, hits the wall. So your winner of that race is Neil Farmac. Incredible win there from Neil in the Mazda. Let's just have a look at his car. There he is in the Mazda. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys next time for more Compact Cup action. Take care, guys.